Thumbs up. No, that's thumbs down. We do the thumbs up.
What is up, ASG? Have you seen Project Hail Mary?
I have.
If you have, you're in luck, because that's what we're talking about today. Welcome to an ASG review. We are fresh out the theater. This is a long movie.
It was
A very long movie.
Yeah.
We went in at 6:30. It is 10 something. Let's get into it. Project Hail Mary. This is a movie based off a novel. Came out in 2021 by Adam something.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Sorry, bro. But yeah, great. I'm sure it's a great book. It must have done really good to be able to get a freaking theatrical release.
Yeah, because 2021 is pretty.
All I've heard is that the book is phenomenal.
Okay.
Insane. Like
Yeah.
raving about. I don't read.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't read. I watch.
Yeah, me too.
But if the book
This is a
is
comedy.
anything like the movie, then I'm sure the book was really good.
Yeah.
Facts.
I had no really expectations for this movie going in. It was more of just like the trailer didn't really give us too much, so I didn't really have a lot of expectations. Blew my mind.
Yeah, I did.
Because I wasn't expecting it.
Who was it directed in?
Philip Lord and Christopher Miller.
And then
There's a
cinematographer.
Co-directing. Cinematographer was Greg Fraser.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Banger.
cinematography?
It was pretty cool.
There were some beautiful shots in that movie.
Yeah, it was really cool. I think
But space movies, I'm always like, it's easy to make like a super beautiful space shot.
you think so?
I don't know.
Do like a sky.
I mean,
Make it really far away, and the ship is real tiny, and there's like waves, colors. People are like, "Oh yeah," you know what I mean?
I don't know if that was that easy. I
most
think we'd have
space
a lot
movies
of
I
like
never got that.
a lot of movies like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
Because if I think about space,
extraterrestrial movie.
I think about it like an instant just blackness
Right.
that goes on forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless there is some planets
Bro,
that are green and
but
orange.
there is
be
a scene. There is a scene that I really liked out of this one where he's like looking out and he's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
So even when you're in space, it looks like
Forever.
Because it
Even
just
if you
it just has to like just
even
fall
if you look-
forever.
Because then you know, like, because then if you know, like, you look up or down, it still looks kind of like all the way out there.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
It's like when you're out on the ocean.
Yeah, well, that's the
Yeah.
kind of concept I don't understand about space.
Yeah. Space
Is that like,
very
do you?
weird.
But if you were just out in space, would you not know if you were going up, down, left, or right? You would
No.
just kind of be like there.
Yeah.
Bro.
Or if things got closer, you wouldn't really know until it actually. I don't know. Maybe that's a stupid question. I don't know. I need to ask an
No, I don't.
astronaut.
I think you're right. Yeah. And if you just had a spacesuit on and you fell out your ship.
I put the
you would
knot.
just go
Literally,
forever.
I put the knot in astronaut.
Yeah.
That is the thing. Ryan Gosling he's a goofball.
Yeah.
And I think
Really
was great for this movie.
Mhm.
He was great for this movie.
Oh,
It's funny because I actually like a lot of Ryan Gosling movies.
He has some banger films.
Yeah. Like I remember, dude. He had another banger. It was called Fall Guy.
Yeah.
That movie
Yeah.
was freaking hilarious.
I heard great things. I never watched it.
But yeah, but this movie was really funny. It was adorable. There's a lot of things to like really enjoy about this movie. It had very, it pulls you in on the serious moments. It lightens you up on the, on the lighthearted moments. It really
Yeah.
does.
It had
It
a
really does
mix-
bring you up, pulls you down, it brings
Yeah,
you up again.
For sure. It had a great mix of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. So where this movie takes place, so it's about this teacher, Ryland
Grace.
Ryland Grace, who's this teacher. He's apparently very smart, and then the government comes in and says like, "Yo, we need your help solving this thing."
Right.
And he sounds like, I'm not up for it. I can't do that. You get somebody else. And they're like, "No, you're the guy."
Which
Which
this
you
is like
hear that
pieced
common
together
theme. Yeah.
kind of later because he first just wakes up. It's kind of the classic. He wakes up. He doesn't know where he is, where he's at. Everybody
From
figures
his-
out
from his
everybody's
coma,
dead.
yeah.
Yeah. But then we're just kind of
Which-
piecing his backstory.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the pacing of the backstory was really cool too.
Yeah.
I don't think it was overused.
I don't think so.
I think
either.
whenever it did go back, because there's a lot of times where I think when it did go back, you did find out a lot of things.
Yeah.
No facts.
So there's these things called astrophages.
No, I think you hit it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, astrophage.
Okay.
Astrophage.
Astrophage.
Yeah.
That is taking up the sun's energy and like killing all the suns in the solar system.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to find out like why this is happening, and why they're traveling directly to planets that are, you know, that have like life on them, that have like certain gas. They take the light, like bacteria. So that's why these astrophages are traveling directly from this to Venus, because there's bacteria on Venus that it's eating, and it's destroying these planets, kind of like it's destroying the sun and shit.
Yeah.
So, and they use astrophages to use in their ships to launch them because it's a more efficient way. It's a more efficient to travel like that.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I was curious when they said that. I was like, I wonder. I guess because you're probably killing them all because you're freaking exploding to launch the rocket. But I was like, you're leaving all this astrophage in your atmosphere.
No, it's kind of just propelling them forward.
Yeah. No, I get it.
It's more of just not like letting them out. But I'm pretty sure it's just that it's propelling them forward because the way it moves, because like the astrophages can move instantly, so it moves just by dragging. It's more of a dragging the ship. When they cut that shit on. Come on, guys.
I mean, they're basically just trying to destroy the astrophage or figure out how to destroy the astrophage.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're sending all the scientists up there, and he is teaching the new scientists.
Yeah, yeah.
To get up there, which we learn way later on.
Yeah.
The reason he's there is because it was destroyed in like an accident, and they forced this dude to freaking go on the ship. And
bro, let's talk about Rocky. I want to talk about Rocky, because if you meet this space alien called Rocky, because when he gets to like his destination, he gets intercepted by this spaceship, and it's like sending him messages, but like it's unthreatening.
Yeah.
And so he's like trying to figure out what's going on, and he's all freaking out. But he meets Rocky, and bro, Rocky is probably the most adorable fucking creature ever. Like, it's supposed to not be, but the way it's like it's like, you know, does a little motion thing. It's just very cute.
Yeah, it is.
Our first interaction with Rocky is like super eerie and scary, but then it's like gets heartwarming so quick.
Yeah.
It's
like such a great
yeah, it's actually wild.
And I love the movie's use of just like an extremely silent moment, and it used it right before he's about to meet Rocky for the first time. It's where literally there's no music, there's no sound, there's no nothing. It's just images of him either walking forward or when he's out in space or whatever, and little moments like that
Really puts you
puts you kind of in the space with them. It's super cool. But
yeah,
meeting Rocky is actually insane, because I was expecting like, oh shit, it's about to go it's about to go aliens, it's about to go there.
Right. He even jokes in the movie. He's like, I thought you were gonna grow inside me.
Yeah
Something like that.
But he kind of like learns how to speak and communicate with it, and they learn that they're there for the same reasons, and then
and
which is crazy.
So the thing I love about this, it just plays on like that my best friend's an alien type of, you know, story, where like they both figure out how to do this thing, where they get this capturing device where they get all this living bacteria, and they use this bacteria to kill the astrophage, and he finds out it works. But that's their main goal. And then throughout the movie, you just get them trying to figure out each other, and then work with each other.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less than that.
Honestly, it's a lot of cute moments. Just like
yeah, it's funny. The banter is back and forth. Whenever Rocky, do you want to fist my bump? But no, yeah, it's a very sweet movie.
Of course, the moment where freaking Rocky realizes that Grace isn't going home because he was only given enough fuel to go one way.
Yeah.
And then he's
like,
my gosh, no, you're gonna take some of my fuel. That's an amazing moment too.
Yeah. He was like, he was kind of just saying like, hey, I've accepted. I'm at peace with it. I'm at peace with it. And he starts crying, and he's like, that's just what people say. That's just what people
I did not mean anything I just said. Yeah, that was
dude. Ryan Gosling, he's a freaking goofball, bro. He's hilarious. He's funny without even trying.
Yeah. Honestly, the only like I guess negatives I'd say is it is a 2.5 hour
Bro,
long movie.
yeah, it drags out for a little
And
bit.
I love the ending of him going back for Rocky and going to help him in case something went down, and then he ends up staying with him. And I think it's worth that ending.
Yeah, because a lot of movies will end it like as soon as he leaves. They're like all right, I'm coming back for you, buddy. And then it cuts, credits.
Yeah.
A lot of movies will end like that, and you're just
that's
like
true.
mother, and you don't even see like what happens back on Earth when they get the shit.
Yeah.
Like, cause he realizes that like, so once, but then the other, you said that's a crucial part though. Like so he wakes up and he realizes like, oh shit, something's contaminated. So I just fucked over Rocky. So it's either go save Rocky, or go home. And he's like, I'm gonna go save Rocky.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, but you know what's so cool though? In the beginning, you hear him about how like his theory on like on water.
They were saying you didn't need water for life. Like,
yeah.
Things could exist without water.
Yeah,
like
and then literally the engineer on that planet that he was on made fake water with just carbon and hydrogen and oxygen. They just made fake water for him to have a beach.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, it was crazy. So his theory was right. Like, so they don't really, it was fucking sick.
Yeah, that's crazy actually.
Getting to that ending is worth it, but it did feel like, okay, here, movie's done. We're wiping our hands with this, and this would be a good moment to leave it. And then it keeps going. But then that ending scene of them like on the beach is just so good that like, okay, I don't even know if I'd change any of that. So it's not even like that it was bad. It just
was long. It
was long.
You could just tell.
It was dragging.
I think the honorable mention is the lady who is there on the flashbacks. Yeah. Who's like making him do these things, and it's just very blunt and just not really giving him a reaction. That scene where they're on the helicarrier or they're on the Navy ship. I almost said schnip. So they were on the ship, and then they were talking, like the party. How they were just all partying, and he's like, man, he's kind of weird. They're all just partying, like, they're about to go die. They're just partying. They're gonna go die. Like, it's kind of just weird.
Yeah.
Then they both kind of realize like maybe we're just taking death too weirdly. And they go down, and they just continue with the party, and then just she gets on the mic and does the karaoke because she knows like it's gonna be a long journey, and this is stuff like that. So I thought that part was very beautiful.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm a karaoke guy, so I resonated with that a little bit.
It was a W scene. Did they ever go into how those other people died?
No.
Or was it
they died of starvation?
But they were in a coma, so I don't understand.
You're right. Hold on.
I don't
think they ever dove into it.
I don't think they did.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a passing line that we didn't catch, but I don't remember hearing something.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure they were supposed to die. Because their operation, they took shifts. So I'm pretty sure there was operations they were trying to keep it going, and he was the last one.
Interesting.
To like finish out the last two years, because they only had rations to last them 2 years.
Oh, interesting.
So it's probably one of those things where I don't know. It is one of those things. Maybe it did explain it. We just missed it.
Yeah, maybe.
We probably put in the comments if you guys
if they
heard that.
But I mean, it's crazy how long it could potentially take to get from one planet to another.
Yeah.
Like 11.9 light years.
It's far, bro. It's not down the
It's
street.
like, I guess it's like 4 years his time, and so it took like 12 to 13 years on Earth.
Yeah.
To go there, and then I think he spent maybe a couple years Earth time, and then went back.
People are gonna hate me for saying this.
It's crazy.
It gave me Interstellar vibes.
No,
yeah,
for sure it did.
But that's like any space movie, though. It's like
no, but Interstellar did it different.
But speaking of like the years and like certain time, I am curious like if Rocky's time works how ours does, because he talks about his partner to Grace, and he says like 130
38 years or something like
they've
that.
been married. I wonder if that's actually our years, if he's like 200 years old, or if his time works differently and that's like
Yeah. Who
a
knows?
few years for us.
Shit,
I don't know.
It's
That's
crazy.
hard.
I would-
But then
curious to know that.
another thing that kind of like gets me is like when he asks if like it's time to go back, he's kind of just like, you let me think about it, and then it's just
Yeah.
like
I loved that because he said that to the other people and they forced him to go, and
Yeah.
then he's saying, let me think about it, and he's not being forced to go. I think he stays. I was gonna ask y'all
Yeah.
that. Do y'all
I think he stays.
he stays on that?
I think he
planet?
stays. But
how
it's
was
like
how was he eating though?
They'll
they
figure
definitely
something out.
figured it
They
out.
figured out the water.
Yeah,
They figured out the water, how he could live there.
the aliens are like they're
The
Rocky's
Irad-
people is like
the
yeah
Irad and-
yeah
Scientists.
yeah
Yeah.
the Iridians.
Yeah, Iridian scientists.
Yeah,
they
they're like-
figured out how to get him back to Earth.
Yeah,
So
they can figure out some food for him.
yeah,
They definitely can.
They can
That's-
3D
because who
print some
knows
food.
how long he was there?
And that was crazy too. We didn't even talk about like he's just like a freaking 3D printing alien.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is actually crazy, but yeah,
But-
and the sad also you got to think the sad part of it like pulled on my heartstrings was when he was like, Iridians watch each other sleep.
Mhm.
Like, we
Oh,
watch
yeah.
each other. We have
Uh-huh.
who's gonna watch you sleep? He was probably so lonely, or he was very lonely because all of his crew died.
He was out there with like 20 something.
Like 20 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They all died.
crazy. That shit and the ship was insane.
Yeah, the shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
that was
bro.
such a weird shit, but it was like cool.
He was controlling it with sound. I liked
Yeah.
that. I loved that.
It's so
was
strange.
Dude,
I think it was a
this
W,
movie
though.
was an absolute W.
It was
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
I think if you hate on this movie, you're probably just a Grinch.
I think it'll be it is like it'll be a classic forever.
Well,
It's one of those type of movies. I feel
It
like.
is definitely
Okay.
it is definitely a really good movie.
ratings?
Yeah, yeah. We can rate it. Julian, you go first.
W movie. All around,
Ten out
I
of
love it. It had me tearing up, had me
Oh
laughing.
my gosh, no.
Like,
Why didn't you get a
It was
picture of
good.
that? I would have said
That was
dude
good.
crying-
I
this
think
dude crying
I think
in
I
Endgame.
give it
this dude crying in Infinity War.
honestly. I think I give it a 9.
9?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I was
Yeah.
I was there too.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's solid, dude.
Then maybe I guess
eight
I-
or nine out of 10. Because I actually it was a heartwarming movie. I didn't
Yeah.
really find too many flaws with it.
Me neither.
But like I'm definitely gonna watch it again.
Yeah.
I guess I'm probably the lowest then. Just a 8. I
Okay.
God, you stupid son of a.
I still loved it. And again, props to Gosling because he is just acting with himself
Mm-hmm.
for 90% of this film, and it's great.
Yeah. Yeah. yeah.
And
listen,
he's
yeah.
acting with himself in a Siri voice talk box,
Yeah.
and it's great, and it's heartwarming, and you care
Yeah, no,
about
he's
him.
a W actor.
You care about the alien a lot. And then again, cinematography, it was shot really well.
Okay.
I really think it just drug in some places. Some things needed to be tightened up. Maybe it's an 8.5.
Yeah,
Like I couldn't tell you
I,
a story beat I had a problem with.
Yeah, like it's hard to really nag on a movie like that that's just so wholesome.
Yeah.
You know, Project Hail Mary, you guys, 2026. Go check it out. Let us
That'd
know in
be
the
fun.
comments what you guys think about Project Hail Mary. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Remember, when you subscribe to the Strong Geek, not only are you strong like Rocky, you're also strong in the mind and spirit. ASG, thank you guys so much, and fist my bump.